Hey guys, Matt with Megawatt Electric here to show you how to wire a basic receptacle. Yeah, not everybody knows this, so bring you along. Just so you know, my credentials are I'm a master electrician in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. So I'm going to show you the proper way to do it and not the get it done as fast as you can way. So this is your Legrand 15 amp 120 277 receptacle for dwellings. So you have your gold on one side, which is your hot. You have your silver on the other side, which is your neutral or your white wire. This down here is your ground. That is for your bare copper. Now what you're going to do is you're not ever going to use these holes. These holes do not use. I know they say to use them, but don't use these holes. What you're going to do is you're going to do loops like this. And how you do those loops like this is with a pair of these beauties. So, these are wire strippers. Klein tools, great tools. So what these do, these are great because they'll take the sheathing off the outside of a 12-2 or a 14-2 wire. What they'll also do is they'll strip the solid conductor with these ones here. These holes here allow you to make those beautiful loops. So here, I'll show you on the bare copper. And remember, before you do any of this, make sure you test before you touch. Make sure there's no power. Go flip your main breaker off if you need to make sure that these have no power. I know because the panel isn't hooked up. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this bare copper. You just put it into this hole right here. And then you just do a quick little whoop and you roll it over. See that? Beautiful, every single time. Then what you do is you take whichever wire, and on these they have the nominal sizes of your cables. So they have a 14-2 or a 12-2 slot. So you find your 14-2 or whatever size conductor you're actually using. So 14 is for 15 amps, 12-2 is for 20 amps. So see how easy that was? Bang. And then all you do is you roll it. See how perfect that is? Beautiful. Every single time. So, same thing here. Roll it. Ooh. And you roll it. Make sure you roll it. Okay, so now we have these beautiful wires with these beautiful loops. So what do? Well, we put them around those screws. Now I'll show you how. So remember, your white wires are your neutral. Your black wires are your hots, or your line voltage. So whenever you're doing a hookup, you always start with getting your ground on there. So when you do that, you want to make sure that your ground almost made a mistake. So you put your wire so that it goes clockwise around. So when you're tightening that screw, it actually sucks that wire in. See? Beautiful. Now, let's do these ones. Now, see that? See that? That's beautiful. Those wires will not come off no matter what. So if you hook up a vacuum cleaner or anything to this and it has vibration, those aren't going to wiggle out of those little tiny holes in the back. So I'm just going to finish up this receptacle here really quick, and I'll push in. You got these little screws right there. So what those little screws do is they actually make it so that the receptacle is bonded to the box, even though it is bonded right there. That strap right there is connected to this strap down here, which is connected to right there. So it's kind of like a guaranteed bond. And there you go. Make sure she's level, and yeah. So that's how you change a receptacle or add a new receptacle. And then there's a beautiful cover plate that goes over top of this. So yeah, and that's all there is to it, everybody. And if you do that every single time, you will never fail. Your product will never come out like I've had with a bunch of people that just stab that right into the back. These are just tried, tested, and true. And really, it's in the code book that all wire needs to go under a mechanical lug if possible. So remember this next time you guys are changing out your receptacles, that it is easy. Yes, you can get an electrician to do it, but under the Canadian Electrical Code, homeowners are allowed to change out their receptacles. So just make sure that you turn off the power, test before you touch. Matt with Megawatt Electric says, test before you touch. Always test before you touch. And if you test before you touch with the proper meter, so you know, we carry these with us at all times. So this is my Greenlee 600 volt ampere clamp-on ammeter. It's great, but if you're in just like a quick kind of situation and you need to test, these little beautiful tick testers is what us electricians or sparkies call them, and they make up, you know, static electricity. It's got more voltage than you think. So then what you do is you just take it and you go to your hot wires. See how there's no power whatsoever? Well, what I'll do is I'll show you power and what that looks like. All right, so here we have an extension cord on the ground, and we're gonna cheat because see how it has a light? Yeah, but what we're gonna do is we just, there, that has power. So that's just a quick, easy kind of way to just make sure that you don't get electrocuted, because getting electrocuted, believe it or not, is the leading cause of electricians in North America. So if we're a professional doing it and you're an at-home do-it-yourselfer, just take the extra steps that we're supposed to and turn off the power, make sure that you have one of these beautiful little devices or a multimeter, and just really protect yourself by testing the voltage and testing if there's anything on the line. Because if you don't, it could mean that you're ending up in a way worse situation than just changing out your receptacles. Possibility is your family planning your funeral. So remember this, please test before you touch. I know it's just a receptacle, and a lot of people say it's just 15 amps. Well, it takes less than an amp to drop you dead. Your local electrician, make sure they're qualified, make sure they have the insurance that they're supposed to have when they come into your home. Make sure they follow all practices. Like, they're the ones that are bringing up permits and saying, hey, we need a permit on this. So please look out after yourself. This is Matt with Megawatt Electric out here in Edmonton, Alberta. And if you guys ever need to reach me, 780-233-2040, or visit me at megawattpro.com, megawattpro.com. Megawatt Electric and Construction. Thanks, guys.